Well, fellas, E3 is actually dead this time. Like, there's no coming back from it. E3 has been so dead that it can't even be rebooted at the reboot van in Fortnite. Yeah, that's the joke I'm going with opening up this video. Anyway, welcome back to another edition of the not E3 recap. And I say not because there is no E3. It's just a month of all the game developers, all the major game consoles. It's just a month where all the game consoles come together and make announcements to see who has the better lineup going into this year and next year. Starting off, we're just going to go in order. Yeah, let's move on to PlayStation. Starting off with PlayStation's conferences, it has to be the most pathetic little conference they've had to come up with in the last few years. They have only proven that the PS5 game library is practically non-existent.
He's coping on the PS5. I have one. I have one! There's no games! There's no games on it! There's nothing! It's a Netflix box. There's nothing. There's no games on this. The best thing about this is the controller, so you can play like Dark Souls on it. There is no games on this thing. There's nothing.
A port of God of War Ragnarok, which pretty much just takes another game off the PlayStation library. Until Dawn, which was just like, I guess it's a remake of sorts. Monster Hunter Wilds, which is going to every console anyway. Why is this even a thing here? A second Silent Hill game, Alien Rogue Incursion, whatever the fuck that is, a new Marvel fighting game called Marvel Rivals, and that's like it. That's it. They announced something else with PlayStation Plus. They decided to bring back an old classic from Sly Cooper, but apparently that's only going to be behind their PlayStation Plus like paywall. It's not even going to be like a full remaster that's coming so that people can buy. You have to play it as if you would from a Game Pass subscription. It's pretty bad. Yeah, PlayStation State of Play, more like PlayStation State of No Games.
Stop, please!
The Xbox showcase is a bit of a different story. They announced quite a few things, and Microsoft really proved once again that Xbox in fact has games. Starting off, we got new info on a new Black Ops game, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It's not going to include a 9/11 mission, because this game is going to be set when the Gulf War took place. And yeah, so it's not going to be set in like the 2000s. Like other games have. We're getting a new Diablo game, a new Gears of War game, which I know a lot of people have been looking forward to. We're getting State of Decay. Fallout 76 is getting a new expansion. And we're getting a new Life is Strange game, but that game has died in the 2010s. I don't know why people are still interested in bringing that back, but you know, it is what it is. We're also getting Perfect Dark on Xbox, which is really cool. And yeah, that's pretty much some of the notable stuff that was going on here. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing that did happen during this showcase that is really sad. Unfortunately, my streak at predicting when something is getting announced during these showcases has officially ended. There was not, in fact, any Persona 6 news in the showcase. I was like, they're gonna have a Persona 6 trailer or something. They're gonna like do something like they did with Persona 5. No, we didn't get any of that. No news from Atlas, which is understandable because the expansion pass is releasing in September, or like the additional like thing, episode Aegis is releasing in September, which is really cool. And I'm looking forward to that. They revealed the release date. Well. If it isn't Mr. Game Awards himself.
I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the Game Awards in Fortnite.
Stepping back into the ring of summer game announcements. You know, Summer Game Fest was pretty alright this year. We got quite a few announcements, like Lego Horizon Adventures, Fortnite Lego, shit, that looks like Fortnite.
Where is that referee? He was trying to fuck on me!
And then we got a new Star Wars game. Then we got Civilization 7, which, if you like it, you like it. There's no judgment. But the best, most important game announcement and reveal trailer of all was Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And for those of you who don't know what Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is, if you've never played Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi on any of like the GameCube, the PS2, or the Xbox, if it even released on the Xbox, I can't even remember, but you missed out on some peak. These fighting games were fucking immaculate. You know, the closest thing we have to it right now is the Xenoverse series, but even that is mid in itself. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero looks amazing. I love it. The graphics look insane. The animations are fucking awesome. The Kamehameha, it looks, I mean, look at it. It looks so cool. Oh man, and we got a release date for it. It's coming out October 11th. So you can bet I'm going to be too broke to get it because there's way too many games that I'd like to play. But it looks awesome. I'm looking forward to it. You know, going through all these announcements and all these different gaming conferences, bits, and whatever, I feel like something's missing. You know, like, we need something good. Like, yeah, we got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and some, like, new games that are coming out this year, but we need something more. Huh? What's that noise?
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Worry not, Press. We here at Nintendo have been absolutely cooking, baking, roasting, and air frying the competition. Sony having no games, Microsoft having some games, but we have all the games. Allow me to feed all the Nintendo fans and allow them to transcend into gamer heaven. May the power of Satoru Iwata compel you.
Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Beat 'em up, break his neck, 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 break his neck. But how could I be scared of a man? I walk through this land like a runner's man. Never can you imagine the pain that I bring. If I said I'm a doing in the streets of this thing, it's a K-I-N, G-N Hill, wildest man in the world, and I have no fear. I'm the mean and the mean, the nightmare dreams, the root of all evil, weak fear me, yeah. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split.
Like always, Nintendo just descends from the heavens to give these competitors a fucking lesson. Never in my life have I seen a ratio as big as Nintendo's just now. Their Nintendo Direct has to be their best one within the last 10 years. That Direct was absolutely top-notch. Insane. We got so many amazing announcements. So much stuff that a lot of us wanted, and stuff that we didn't think we needed. Starting off, they opened up that Direct swinging, bro. The first thing they announced was a brand new Mario and Luigi RPG called Mario and Luigi Brotherhood. They set the bar high, bro. It was nuts. A lot of people are speculating that they brought back Alpha Dream for this, but I think that's a bit wrong, considering Alpha Dream went bankrupt a few years ago, and that's why we hadn't seen a Mario and Luigi title in a while. So I think the biggest contender for developing this title has to be Intelligent Systems, the developers who made the Paper Mario series. So I feel like that's going to be who is going to be running the show now. But I really do hope they bring back the original composer, because their work on Mario and Luigi Dream Team, unmatched. So Nintendo opted to port over Donkey Kong Country Returns from the Wii and the 3DS over to the Switch, which is pretty cool. I think what's going to happen is they're going to include all 3DS content, and they're going to add a bit more to this port, which is going to be really nice. It would have been better, though, if we had a new Donkey Kong Country game entirely, but hey, this is a good start. We're also getting some new remakes for the first 3 Dragon Quest games, which I found kind of odd, because when they announced it, they said they were going to remake the 3rd one first, and then the next 2 coming next year, which, honestly, at that point, why do you even have a numbering system? You start with 3, then move on to 1 and 2, which I guess makes sense, but it threw a lot of people off when they made the announcement. But it looks really good. I like the 2.5D style that they went with for this RPG. Though for the battle backgrounds, I really wish they added more to it, because it just kind of looks bland as is. But I do look forward to seeing this remake for Dragon Quest. It's going to be top notch. One of the bigger announcements they made during this direct was a new Zelda game. Dude, you're never going to believe this, but we finally get to play as Link. It's insane. We finally get to play as Link. This isn't the Legend of Zelda anymore. This is the Legend of Link. We get to play as we get to play as Link now, which is amazing. Oh man. Jokes aside, this is going to be a really nice title. It's going to adopt the same art style that they took from I think Link's Awakening. The Link's Awakening remake, which is really nice because it looks like a toy box style, and they're doing the exact same thing here. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they play out with Zelda. Like, because she has this new staff where you can copy objects and place them down to solve puzzles, and you can also recruit enemies with it. So it's going to be very, very cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to try and breeze through these next ones so I don't drag the video on in the entire like Nintendo section of this video. So, a few things we got new. This is one of my personal favorites. I've been looking forward to this since it was announced. Like, I even have this on my Switch. Not my Switch, my Steam Deck to emulate it. But they're bringing all of the Marvel vs. Capcom games to the Switch in a collection. It's going to be so good. I love the old original Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games. I have enjoyed the arcade version of it. It's so much fun, and the music is just unmatched, bro. It was so good. I was so hyped for this announcement. I'm just really happy to see that they're finally remastering all these titles, and you get to play online with them even too. Then we got a new Mario Party game. It's called Super Mario Party Jamboree, I think. And they brought some new maps, and they're also remaking some old ones too that they're including with this game. It looks really nice, and I do enjoy that new go-kart map that they added. That map looks really cool, and I can't wait to see how that plays out. And then the single biggest announcement in the Ace Attorney community, in my opinion, was that they're remastering the Ace Attorney Investigations games. But here's the thing. There's 2 Ace Attorney Investigations game. The only one that we got to see was the first one, and then they never localized the second one. But what they're doing here is that they're localizing the second game, much like they did with the Great Ace Attorney, back when they remastered it for Switch. So it's going to be insane. I know a lot of people in the Ace Attorney community are very excited for that title. So it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to finally get my hands on it to play it again, because the Ace Attorney Investigations games are so much fun. Last but not least, we finally got news on the new Metroid Prime game. We went from having a singular PNG file for the logo of the game, the original logo of the game, and we've got not only some gameplay, but we also got a whole new title and a whole new logo in the process. So we're eating good tonight, fellas. This was an amazing announcement. I've never played on the Metroid Prime series. From what I've heard from good friend of the channel, Fry Enthusiast, is that Metroid Prime is just an awesome game. It's really good. I have to play it at some point because it does look really cool. But so many people have been looking forward to this announcement, and just to see it here now is so cool. So the game is called Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. We got some really cool cutscenes that played out in this trailer as well. And the gameplay looks so fun. It's going to be a lot better to play this with an actual like controller with 2 control sticks rather than, you know, having to deal with tilt controls and pointing the Joy-Cons somewhere. It's going to be a very nice change of pace. Now, a lot of people are speculating because this game ran a little too well for the Switch compared to like the other games in this Direct. A lot of people are speculating that this game is not only going to come out for the Switch, but it's going to come out for the next console as well, which is going to be very interesting to see, but I do think that's going to be the case. They did the same thing with Breath of the Wild, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same thing here. And that wraps up the recap for this year's not E3. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed. We definitely had some really good announcements this year. I am very much looking forward to a lot of the titles that are coming out. Not from PlayStation, they have no games, but from Microsoft, what's come out from Summer Game Fest, and especially what's come out here in this Nintendo Direct. It's going to be an awesome year for gaming this year, and I will be taking all of it. I will be increasing my backlog in the process. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.